we're going to present training and developments on selected company, which is Pizza Hut, and we from Group Nice. First of all, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ong Jing Xiong, and matrix number 299625.
Hi, my name is Chong Kilian. My number matrix 297903.
Hi, my name is Balkis Binti Abbas and my matrix number is 297829.
Hi, my name is Wafa binti Abdul Bahari. My metric number is 299813.
Hi, my name is Noriana Tuku Mahathir and my metric number is 298359.
Hi, my name is Sofidiana Binti Samri. My metric number is 294555.
Alright, Wafa, can you explain about on introductions and training need assessment?
Okay, so hi and Assalamualaikum. For this project, I will be covering three key sections of our project, which is the introduction, training need assessment, and also the conclusion. So now let's take a look at the first one, which is the introduction. So basically, Pizza Hut is one of the most recognized brand in the world with more than 20,000 restaurants globally, like worldwide. So in Malaysia, it is operated by QSR brand. A little bit information about QSR brand. It is a Malaysian-based investment holding company that operate quick service restaurant like KFC and Pizza Hut. And they operate KFC and Pizza Hut, especially in Southeast Asia country like Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and also Cambodia. In Malaysia alone, Pizza Hut has over 500 branches with more than 17,000 local employees. And these employees, they play such a big role in Pizza Hut. Moving on to the problem statement of our project, despite having strong brand, Pizza Hut frontline service is not always consistent throughout the outlet. For example, when we are conducting some research for this project, we found that order processing speed and staff agility with the POS system, they are not consistent across shift and also outlet. And this problem has led to customer dissatisfaction and it affects Pizza Hut promise of fast and friendly service. That is why in this project, we are going to structure a training program to fix this problem with Pizza Hut frontline staff services. Next slide, please. Okay, so to make sure the training program is going to solve our main problem, we use 4 layers of training need assessment in which we has analyzed the organization goal, we look into each job task, we evaluate individual employee performance, and we apply a proper data collection method to identify what kind of training is needed and who need the training. So in the first analysis, we look into is the organizational analysis. So from the organizational point of view, Pizza Hut focuses on memorable customer experience. And this will be depending on fast and polite services by Pizza Hut frontline staff. So in our case, to achieve the organizational goal, our project will focus on designing training program for the frontline staff only. It is especially to train the staff on how to handle peak time where speed and accuracy are very, very critical. Okay, so moving on in the task analysis, we has studied and analyzed on the daily duties of the frontline staff main role. So each position like cashier, server, and delivery rider, they all has different staff in each Pizza Hut outlet. And the training program that we design need to be designed to strengthen their specific responsibility and performance for each position. And lastly, in person analysis, we have used this opportunity to help us understand more about each individual weaknesses for each staff. For example, we found out that a new cashier, they might still struggle with the POS system. And meanwhile, some of the delivery rider, they may lack customer handling skill, like they don't know what to say when delivering the food, or they don't know how to reach out to customer if they encounter any problem during the delivery. And all these gaps can be identified through observation, feedback, and also shop performance data. And next slide. Okay, so to identify the training need more accurately, we use 3 combination of method. First, we give out surveys to frontline staff. This survey allow the staff to reflect on their own skill and tell us what they feel like they needed help with. And next, we conducted some interviews with the manager and few selected staff. In this interview, it has helped us to understand even more specific issue that might not show up in the survey data. For example, like any communication problem or stress suffered by staff during peak hour. And lastly, the last method, we look at the actual performance data, in which all the data that we can get from customer feedback, order time, and also services error. This has helped us to give like an objective insight into where the staff performance is lacking. And by using all these 3 methods, survey, interview, and data analysis, we are able to get a complete picture of the training gap that need to be addressed. So now, can someone brief me about the design of the training program, please?
Okay, next I will be presenting the designs of the training program for Pizza Hut frontline staff titled Improving Customer Service and Operational Excellence for Frontline Staff. So this program is designed as a 2-day training that will be held at the Pizza Hut HQ training room in Kuala Lumpur, and also focuses on boosting the service quality of our customer facing team. So let me walk you through this day one's agenda that will be scheduled for 16 May 2025. So we start at 9 a.m. with a welcome speech by the Pizza Hut manager, followed by an overview of the training objective and also the ice-breaking session. And at 9:30, we move into introductions to Pizza Hut's customer service standards and expectation. And at 10 a.m., we present a motivational video titled Excellent in First Places, followed by a discussion. Then at 10:30, we conduct a simulation on handling rec order and also managing customer expectation. After a short break at 10:45, so we continue with a mini workshop on dealing with the rude customers at 8:15 a.m. by 11:15 a.m. And then by 11:45 a.m., trainees will be engaged in a group challenge focused on menu upselling and effective communication. And then finally, from 12 to 1 p.m., we will conclude with an Q&A session, feedback, and also closing remarks. So this structured program ensures that our frontline team is better equipped to deliver excellent service and also handle a real-world customer scenarios confidently. Now, I will be presenting the agenda for day 2 of our training program, which continue to strengthen the service excellence of Pizza Hut frontline staff. So we will begin at 9 a.m. with a recap of our day 1, and we'll be having an energizer activity to kickstart the morning on a positive note. And at 9:15 a.m., we move into a workshop that focus on teamwork. Can you please next slide? Okay. So at 9:15 a.m., we move into a workshop that focus on the teamwork and effective communication in a fast-paced environment, which is very relevant to our daily operation. By 10 a.m., participants will engage in a simulation tool where they will be practice solving order problems and handling delays. They have 2 key challenges in the frontline service. After a short break at 10:45, so we will resume our 11 a.m. with a session on emotional intelligence at work. This part will teach the staff how to manage the stress and also maintain a positive attitude even under pressure. Then at 11:45, we begin a role play activity focused on responding to customer complaints and help our team develop empathy and also quick thinking. At 12:15, participants will take a part in a group discussion. They will sharing the real experiences and also lessons that they have learned throughout the program. Then finally at 12:45, we move to the closure of the event and certificate the presentation. So that will be marked the end of the impactful 2-day training. So this structure on second day ensure that our staff are not only skilled out, but also emotionally prepared for to deliver outstanding customer service. Okay, now next slide. So now let me walk you through the detailed lesson of our training activity, learning objective, and also delivery methods. So we begin with the Pizza Hut standard overview. So the objective here is to help the participant to understand the company's brand values and service expectation. So the trainee will be present the key standards while participant engage by asking question. So this session use slides and also projector that will be conducted in a classroom setting for 30 minutes. Next, we have a simulation 1, which is order taking and also the delivery. So the goal here is to practice taking and processing order. So trainees will take part in a mock role play using order forms and POS materials to stimulate real customer service interaction. So this will take 30 minutes in a round table setup. The third session is a mini workshop on handling rude customer. So this is the trained staff to diffuse tense situation and also to handle the complaints professionally. So the instructor will share the tips and also the real scenario that why the trainees will engage in a group discussion. They will use cards and also slides. So this will be done in a U-shaped setting arrangement in 30 minutes. After that, we move into a group challenge that will focus on the upselling and also the communication. So this session will build confidence and also will teach persuasive communication to the trainees. So the trainees will form teams and do a role play challenge using menu and also upsell cards. So the session lasts 45 minutes and use a round table setup. Finally, we have a session on role play handling complaints, where participants apply everything that they have learned in a realistic complaint scenario. So they will have a feedback sheets that will be used, and also this session will take 30 minutes to complete. So this will structure lesson plan, ensure that participants are engaged, confident, and also ready to deliver the excellent service in line with the Pizza Hut standards. Okay, next. So now I'll be sharing about the training approach used by Pizza Hut that focus on the participant size and training site selection. So first is the size of participant. It's carefully managed to include frontline roles like cashier, servers, and also delivery riders. So the group size is kept ideal for active participation, allowing trainers to maintain control and also ensure interactive session like role plays and discussion. So this setup promotes teamwork, also promote peer learning and also realistic customer service customer service practice, while also ensure that individual feedback for every participant. Next, for the training site, so Pizza Hut selects location based on convenience and also practical and minimal travel needs. So the environment is professional and are away from restaurant distraction. So with away from restaurant distraction, so the room size will be suitable for 25 participants, and close access to restroom and break areas that will ensure the comfort for the trainees. And a dedicated space will also help to maintain the focus, and also will help to show the company's strong commitment to the staff, especially for their development and also excellence. Okay, next. So about the training room, there will be a lot types of training room. First one is the multi-purpose meeting rooms. So this room belongs to the Pizza Hut owns premise. So for this room, they usually will furnish with the necessary implements, such as they will have a projectors, whiteboard, and also they have a air conditioning. So this setting will help the employees to enhance their comfort and also make them feel more comfortable while doing the training. Okay, next. Next training room, the type of training room is hotel seminar room. So for this hotel seminar room, this designed for corporate function and also for the training itself. So this room have a lot of like as you guys can see, they have a good quality of audio. They have the good seating and also catering services that are very excellent. So this setup will create a formal and also comfortable learning environment for the trainees. So we make the trainees feel that the training is exclusive and rewarding. Okay, next. They will be having a HRDC registered training center. So this center are registered under the Human Resource Development Corporation of Nigeria. So basically, this will ensure that the trainee achieve recognized standards and may as well claim for or secured funding in their support. Okay, next. The next one is restaurant conference area during off hours. So this area is one of the Pizza Hut restaurant area when there are no people around, so it will cost effective and also it can make the training look more realistic. So the staff are able to apply what they have learned in a real life, basically in a real practical setting. So this environment is perfect for the role play and also for the simulation and also for the customer service that they can apply during that time to improve the training themselves. Okay, next. Next is a university or college training lab. So if Pizza Hut affiliates with an educational facility, so they will be having a teaching lab that will be used to establish a learning environment. So these spaces are designed specifically for learning. So and because they have the up-to-date technology and also they will create a more like a formal training environment that can improve the professionalism in the trainees itself. Okay, next. Okay, next for there are a few type of setups, each with a specific purpose. So first is the cluster setup that will have that will encourage teamwork and also that will create a mimic for a real restaurant environment. So staff can practice order taking or any problem solving together, and it will help them to support one another effectively. So next is the V-shaped arrangement. So this will keep the trainee visible and allows participants to watch and learn easily. So basically, phones are even used to stimulate the customer calls, which is great for communication and also for practice and feedback. Lastly, there is a round table style where participants are arranged all around, also with the trainee at the front. So this design improve interaction and also they will support focus training and again emphasizing the communication through stimulate real life scenario. So each layout is chosen to match the training goals, whether it's improve the communication, it will improve the teamwork and also for the customer handling skills. That's all for me. So for next presenter, can you explain more about the type of training that will be involved in this training program?
Alright. So actually there are three types of trainer that can be used by Pizza Hut, which is the internal trainer, external trainers, and also the peer trainers. For the internal trainers, we have Pizza Hut training department, experience manager, and Pizza Hut training specialist. So why we use internal trainers? This is because especially the Pizza Hut training specialists will be more familiar with the Pizza Hut tools and customer service standards in a particular POS system. Therefore, they also can adapt the training program to be more relatable because they are more understand about the company's values, work culture, processes, and requirements. For the external trainers, this will have the external training consultants and customer service consultant. Customer service consultant is required if the specific soft skills or the customer service knowledge are needed that exceed internal capabilities. A consultant may possess distinguishing and outstanding skills like enhanced customer service or unique communication techniques that internal staff does not possess. Next, experienced waiters or cashier will be the peer trainers in a Pizza Hut. Guidance or instructional practices from an experienced individual who is already very good at the position that includes simulations and role-play activities. Experienced individuals are approachable as well as they can provide the real-life scenarios which make training more applicable and credible among trainees. Next. So for the training equipment, we have projector and screen. Projector and screen are used to display training slides, videos, and visual materials such as the excellent in their places video and customer service standard presentation. Whiteboard and markers are used so that the trainers can show illustration guiding brainstorming sessions and help the discussion during the workshops and also role-play debriefs. Next, using simulated POS system in training scenarios allows safety for the cashier when practicing order, payment, and transaction handling as payment processing activities. Next. The function for the speakers and the microphones is for effective communication via presentation, especially in a larger training rooms filled with numerous participants. Besides that, each participant will receive handouts which include training agendas, service scripts, structured menu details, and associated feedback forms. Furthermore, tables and movable chairs are included. The flexible seating that caters to group activities like individual work and simulations, which enables the adaptation of the room setup to the different session types. Feedback and evaluation forms are used so that the users will provide feedback which help in assessing the effectiveness of the training session. Next. There are few methods that can be used during training. The first one is the simulation training. The purpose for this simulation training is to practice trainees on managing peak customer flow, order accuracy, and multitasking. For example, cashier handles multiple post orders quickly, the waiter manage table service during the busy hours. The second method is video-based learning. The video-based learning establish a visual standard for customer service behaviors. For example, smiling, proper greetings, tone of voice. For example, the video of Excellent in Their Places show best practice for the frontline interactions. Other than that, we have role-play. The purpose of conducting the role-play is rehearsal reactions to impolite or difficult customer in a low-stakes environment. For example, the waiter addressed a complaint politely, and the cashier will resolve a billing issue. Furthermore, they will also have a group challenge on menu upselling and communication practice. Furthermore, this group challenge could sharpen the trainees on the product knowledge and sales skill in customer conversations. For example, the waiter will suggest side dishes for promotion naturally during order taking. Lastly, mini workshops also include in the Pizza Hut's training method. Mini workshop can break down the ideal skills like listening, clear spoken communication, and one's attitude as a professional. For example, mini workshop on small group practice, reading customer or managing the objections. Next. Training contents include few things, so let me share it one by one. First, there will be an introduction to Pizza Hut customer service standards and expectations. Trainees will learn that their actions affect customer satisfaction and the company's image. They will understand the importance of being friendly, quick, clean, and polite when helping the customers. Secondly, the foundation video on Excellent in Their Places and leader discussion. Trainees will watch a video to learn key frontline behaviors like a positive attitude, active listening, and great service. A discussion afterward will help them to reflect, build a mindset for excellence, and understand which behaviors to follow or adopt. Next, the simulation on handling peak hours, orders, volumes, and the customer expectations. Trainees will join hands-on activities to practice decision-making under stress, prioritization, and time management. Handling multiple orders at once will improve their multitasking and stress management during busy times. Besides that, mini workshop on dealing the rude customers, mistake retake video, and role-play. Trainees will learn conflict resolution skills like active listening, patience, and avoiding negative language. They will also build emotional intelligence to manage emotion and through role-play be better prepared for real service and complaint situation. Lastly, the group challenge on menu upselling and communication practice. Trainees will watch a video showing key frontline behavior like positivity, active listening, and excellent service. A discussion afterward will help them to reflect, develop a mindset for excellence. And now, which behaviors to follow and avoid. So, Malkis, can you discuss about the program implementation?
Okay, thank you, Cherian. So I will continue for the program implementation part. Okay, so before any training is implemented, Pizza Hut identify the significant skills and knowledge that are present in the workforce. So firstly, as you guys can see, firstly, the program design. Pizza Hut follows a blended learning approach, which is combine online modules, in-store practice, and classroom training. So next, for the program delivery and implementation. Okay, so Pizza Hut training is delivered through different channels, such as on-the-job training, digital learning platforms, workshop and seminars, which is focused on developing soft skills and leadership skills. And lastly, mentoring and coaching, which is between experienced staff mentor and the new employees. Okay, so for the third is monitoring and evaluation. Pizza Hut used a number of evaluation methods, such as mentor performance review, customer feedback, which is which is the customer informed service development and training become enhanced. And lastly is key performance indicators (KPI), which is efficiency operational through metrics such as timelines of service and accuracy of orders. And lastly, for the continuous improvement, Pizza Hut emphasize improvement on a regular basis through many initiatives, which is annual championship competitions, leadership development programs, and sharing best practice, which is the company promotes a learning culture through sharing best practice. So it can drawing from internal success as well as the external standards. Okay, so next, okay, so for the constraints, Pizza Hut, we had identified that Pizza Hut had faced constraints, and there are a few things. So firstly, for the budget constraints, trainings programs require a budget for trainers, mentors, and online facilities follow up the assessment. This can lead to the variable quality of training between the size and constraints access to advanced tools or regular updates due to maintain the quality works in other franchise. Okay, so next secondly is the technology constraints, which is some of the training modules offered by Pizza Hut are delivered through the electronic mediums that have been saved from WAFA, which is post system. However, all systems, especially underdeveloped regions, may lack the necessary infrastructure such as internet access or advanced tools to enable the e-learning. And lastly, resistance to change. Resistance can delay productive adoption of training programs, which is often arise from fear of workload, suspicion of new system, on aspect of the benefits of the training. Okay, and lastly, for the recommendation, Pizza Hut, due to overcome, Pizza Hut basically address the budget limitations, such as the parent of company of Pizza Hut, which is Yum Brands. Financial aid can ensure that all franchises are exposed to high quality training programs. So this can systemize utilization of a digital platform can also reduce the long-term costs. And next, second, overcoming technological constraints. By providing offline accessible materials and low technology infrastructures, package like tablets, it can reach the less resource regions, so that the staff can download or USB formatted training content that required sustained internet connectivity. And lastly, mitigating resistance to change. Resistance can be reduced when managers and workers can visualize the intended benefits and outcome of new training methods, so that taking them along early in the process through feedback that helps them to feel ownership and acceptance. Okay, so Sophia, can you explain more about the outcome evaluations for the Kirkpatrick models?
Thank you, Balkis. Okay, now I will be presenting on section 5.1, which is the outcome evaluation of our training program using Kirkpatrick model. Okay, so begin. Kirkpatrick model is a well-known method to evaluate training effectiveness. It has 5 levels, which is level 1, reaction, level 2, learning, level 3, behavioral changes, level 4, business impact, and lastly, level 5, which is return on investment. Okay, for our Pizza Hut frontline staff training, we focus mainly on level 1, which is reaction. This level measure how participants felt about the training, whether they liked it, found it useful, and felt it was relevant to their job. Okay, after the training, all the participants were asked to fill in a post-training reaction survey. The survey included Likert scale question about the content, delivery, activities like role plays and videos, and the overall learning environment. Okay, the results were very encouraging. Over 90% of the participants agreed or strongly agreed that the training was useful, engaging, and relevant to their job roles. Okay, many participants specifically highlighted the mistake retake video and the role play session as the most enjoyable and impactful part of the training. Okay, these activities help them feel more confident in handling difficult customer and applying what they learn in real scenario. The trainer was also praised for making the session practical and fun. So in conclusion, the reaction level outcome clearly show that the training was well received. This tells us that the design of the training successfully meet the needs and expectation of the frontline staff. Okay, so Ong, can you explain about the evaluation design?
Okay, thank you, Sophia. So for evaluation design, we are using post-test. The post-test focus on gathering participants' immediate reaction following the completion of the training programs, and it helps us to evaluate how satisfied they were, how engaged they felt, and how relevant they found the content. And we will conduct the post-test using a structured questionnaire that is close-ended questions measured using a 5-point Likert scale. Participants will complete the post-test immediately after the training sections. This ensures that their response reflect fresh impressions and it helps us to capture honest and timely insight. This information will be essential in identifying what worked well and where improvements are needed in future training sessions. Now, let me briefly talk the post-test survey questionnaire. The title will be Improving Customer Service and Operational Excellence for Frontline Staff. And each participant is asked to respond to 10 key statements based on their training experience. The scale range from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. So the first question is whether the participants understand the customer service standard expected by Pizza Hut. Second question is whether participants are confident in using the point of sales host system after the trainings. For third questions, which is whether participants are now better equipped to handle peak hour customer traffic effectively. 4. Whether participants learn useful technique for dealing with rude or difficult customers. 5. Whether participants can now apply upselling strategy more confidently during customer interactions. 6. Whether the role play and simulation sections help participants apply what learned in realistic settings. 7. Whether participants feel more confidence in maintaining quality service during busy or stressful times. 8. Whether participants have improved communications and teamwork skills through the training. 9. Whether participants can now greet customers more professionally and contextually. 10. Whether participants understand the importance of consistencies in customer service across all branches. So all these statements are designed to measure learning outcomes, skills, developments, and confidence gained through the trainings. So next, Wafa, can you make a conclusion for our presentation today?
Okay, thank you so much to everyone for your contribution in this project. And to conclude our project discussion for today, this training program is designed with real frontline challenges in our mind, like slow services, inconsistent order handling, and lack of confidence among new staff. By using a structured and interactive approach, we are not just giving staff more knowledge, but we are also helping them to become more confident, more consistent, and more aligned with the Pizza Hut service standard. This training program also support the company's mission of delivering fast and friendly service. And in the long run, investing in a proper training is not just good for the staff, but it is also a smart move for the brand reputation to grow more further. Okay, so that is all from us, Group 9. Thank you so much for listening.